Time now for Kara's Cures. And as we get back to work and school, many don't want to go back exactly to how things were before the pandemic. Some things that we've learned in this forced timeout were actually good. I recently had the chance to speak with Deepak Chopra about the silver linings of the pandemic. I'm joined by Deepak Chopra, one of the world's leading experts on the mind-body connection, who of course has been a constant force on social media, helping people stay healthy and calm in these times. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me, Kara.
What are some of the silver linings of the pandemic that you'd like people to hopefully hang on to?
Well, think of what's happening right now is a global process of grief, and people are dealing with it differently. When you have grief, you go through certain stages. First, there's a feeling of victimization, then anger, resentment, frustration, resignation. At some point, there's acceptance. And when there is acceptance, then you find meaning. So for me right now, the meaning is opportunity to reinvent my body, resurrect my soul. For me, every day I introduce the intentions: joyful, energetic body, loving, compassionate heart, reflective, alert mind, and lightness of being. With those intentions, I guide my choices all day long. I've also begun to understand that there's a gift here in that we are seeing the ecosystem or the biosphere starting to repair itself. So birds are singing in polluted cities. You can see the Himalayas from 400 miles away. The bees and the birds are responsible for 90% of our nutrition. They were disappearing. They're coming back. Fish are returning to dead canals, even in Venice. And you can see the Himalayas from 400 miles away. So the biosphere, which recycles through our own body, is resetting itself. So we now need to understand there's a connection between climate change, mass migrations, weather patterns, pollution, industrial food production, chemicals in our food chain. This is the opportunity to actually go deeper and fix our planet.
Yeah, and we've certainly seen some positive aspects like that. A lot of us are going to have to return to physical work and school. And I know a lot of moms have said, oh gosh, I don't know if I want to go back to that craziness. So how do we turn the old daily grind into more of a sacred grind so we can keep the good stuff?
Yeah, so as we go back, let's learn from the lessons of this pandemic. And that is proper physical hygiene, proper mental hygiene, deep rest, meditation, mind-body integration, healthy emotions, nutrition, exercise, breathing. These are the things that actually mitigate even the pathology of the COVID-19. People who are getting sick, either they're elderly, have chronic inflammation, or they're young and they have acute inflammation. It's connected to stress. So stress is the number one pandemic right now, even despite the fact that we think it's the COVID-19 pandemic or the financial crisis. They're all related to stress. If you're stressed, you bring about inflammation in the body, you compromise the immune system, you make irrational decisions, etc., etc. So please take care of yourself.
And daily meditation actually helps our immunity because it decreases the stress?
Yeah, it counteracts what is called sympathetic overdrive, which causes inflammation in the body. Meditation, reflective inquiry, deep breathing, prayer all stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system, which counters the effects of stress. It's the biggest nerve in the body, which is the healing nerve, and that's what's activated.
And I know meditation means many things to different people. Some people are intimidated by it, but you have really taken this opportunity. I've seen you on Instagram, YouTube, every day. You're really guiding people for free online. So if people don't know where to start, they can just follow you and you guide them daily in these meditations.
Yes, I do. I mean, this is an opportunity for all of us to get in touch with the deeper aspect of our soul. Which is timeless and not affected by all this. What is being affected is the mind, not the soul, not the spirit.
So we can learn to go deep and cultivate peace and prosperity with you by following you on Instagram, social media. Also, I know your new book, which is not so new right now, but it's still out there, MetaHuman. That's another way to learn a little bit more how to keep these silver linings.
It's a privilege for me to be sharing these ideas with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Deepak Chopra, for being with us. Always an honor.
Thank you, Kara. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Don't you just feel more relaxed from listening?
You're so close to Oprah. You're so close.
You can follow Deepak Chopra and his free guided meditations on Instagram and Facebook. Search for @Deepak Chopra. His new book, another one is coming out. This one's called Total Meditation, and that one actually comes out on September 22nd. You can get it wherever books are sold. Scott?